scary deities are not rare at all. There was a time when humans didn't know much about their surroundings. So whenever they felt helpless, they imagined gods as frightening entities. They tried to please their deities in their primitive ways. So rituals that seem extremely violent these days, like animal sacrifice, were very normal for primitive humans, as they themselves were hunter-gatherers. In Tantrism, we come across such scary deities very often. Ma Dhumavati is an extremely powerful tantric deity, seventh of the Dasa Mahavidyas. Not only in India, but vengeful deities were very common all across ancient civilizations. But doesn't it sound a little oxymoronic? How can gods be scary? If that's so, then what is the difference between divine and demonic? Why do people even worship such seemingly negative forces? Stay tuned, and I am your host, Rupsha. In Tantrism, thus Mahavidyas are 10 different manifestations of the omnipotent universal mother, who represent 10 completely different aspects of divine womanhood. The 10 forms are Kali, Tara, Lalita Tripura Sundari or Sorasi, Bhuvaneshwari, Bhairavi, Chinnamasta, Dhumavati, Baglamukhi, Matangi and Kamla. Many of these forms are auspicious, like Kamla, the tantric form of goddess Lakshmi. However, some forms are not, like goddesses Matangi and Dhumavati. Ma Dhumavati is different from all Hindu goddesses. She is the only female deity who doesn't have a consort or nath. She is a widow because she herself ate her husband Mahadev. Her features are seen as bad omens. She is the smoky one. According to the Shakti Samagama Tantra, Dhumavati emerged from the fire in which Sati sacrificed herself. She appears as a fearsome, thin and old widow wearing old and dirty white clothes. Unlike other forms of the goddess, she is away from the Sringar Ras. The Prapancha Sarasara Samagraha describes Dhumavati as a goddess wearing ornaments made of snakes. She represents everything unattractive, like poverty, destruction, death and despair. She is always hungry, thirsty and sad. She has a long crooked nose and long rough ears. Some of her fang-like teeth are missing. In one hand, she holds a winnowing basket, sometimes a broom or a fan. Crows are her companion. In her terrible form, she appears as chewing the corpses of the demons Chanda and Munda and drinking a mixture of blood and wine. But among all these inauspicious symbols, one aspect of her appearance very subtly indicates her divinity, the other hand. This hand is in Varada Mudra, which means she grants Vidya or knowledge. According to Sahasranama or the 1000-name hymn of Dhumavati, she may appear vengeful. If someone pleases her, she bestows them with secret knowledge of the universe. She rescues her devotees from all difficulties and ultimately grants them Siddhi and Moksha. No matter how vengeful some deities appear in Tantrism, in some ways it is very inclusive. The 10 forms of the goddess represent different aspects of womanhood. It includes a very benign form of the goddess Kamla, who is a married woman and symbolizes a healthy family life. Tara is a benevolent mother. On contrary, goddess Chinnamasta and Kali are uncontrollable. Matangi, the tantric form of Saraswati, represents the outcasts or the so-called low-caste people in our society. Since Matangi loves polluted food, she is known as Uchchishta Chandali. Finally, Ma Dhumavati represents widowhood, which unfortunately is considered something very inauspicious in our society. She also represents the grandmother spirit. Actually, Ma Dhumavati represents all the decay in physical beauty that comes along with aging. Sorasi, on the other hand, is a young 16-year-old woman who is beautiful and attractive. The concept of Dasa Mahavidya conveys the message that nothing is unholy. Everything that comes naturally is divine. Ma Dhumavati has been compared with Nirriti, once mentioned in Rig Veda. Nirriti literally means the absence of riti or order. So she is lawlessness, chaos or disorder. Nirriti is the negative aspect of the cosmos, without which it will lose its delicate balance. Yes, the universe is surviving on a delicate balance. If dark matter attracts everything, dark energy pushes them apart. Nights are as important as days are. When Sati sacrificed herself, Mahadev dived into a deep sorrow and endless isolation. It shows that without the feminine, the masculine loses its motivation. Dhumavati, on the other hand, shows that without the masculine, the feminine loses its glory and direction. That's why she rides a horseless chariot. Please note, I am not talking about men and women. I am talking about their inner nature or Atman, which consists of both masculine and feminine qualities, depicted by Lord Shiva's Ardhanarishwar form. Anyway, only unpaired individuals like widows, bachelors, and tantrikas can worship Dhumavati, as she takes her devotees on a lonely, soul-searching journey. Tantrikas generally worship her in secluded places like cremation grounds and forests. Generally, we see gods as beautiful, pleasing, and attractive beings. But the reality is not even close to that. Ugliness and fear can be found anywhere in nature. As humans, we decay. Our body loses its abilities, strength, and beauty with time. Such changes are not only natural, they are necessary to keep the cycle of life running. So Dhumavati makes us aware of the reality. She embodies the journey from superficial outer beauty to the deep inner world. So, we should definitely not judge a book by its cover. Did you like this video? Then please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you soon. Till then, take care.